Man, shout out to my brother Ticket, man. Shout out to LDBC, man. Shout out to all the brothers that been supporting us, man, supporting the movement. That been supporting all the brothers that been dropping content across YouTube. Man, we gonna touch on the Phoenix Suns and CP3. Phoenix Suns is going to wait Chris Paul. I think it was the right move to make. Chris Paul obviously is nowhere near the same player, and he was a liability offensively and defensively last year for the Phoenix Suns. He wasn't the same player. I apologize, y'all, but yeah, he wasn't the same player as last year, man. And I think the Phoenix Suns doing the right thing, basically. Chris Paul most likely may go to the Lakers. I don't think that would be a wise move for the Lakers if that was to happen. Because at the end of the day, you already got a guy, LeBron, that's not playing top notch defense anymore. And today you're already in a situation that you might have a disgruntled Anthony Davis. The last thing you need is an aging point guard that is not as effective offensively like he used to, and defensively he's a real deal liability. This is a sign for Phoenix though that they're probably gonna make a strong push at Kyrie Irving. It may be a sign of trade ordeal, or Kyrie Irving may be willing to take less money. I don't think Kyrie wants to take less money. I think Kyrie wants the max deal, and he wants to make his money. So most likely probably a sign of trade scenario. But if Phoenix could mess around and plug in Kyrie Irving, that is big, that is major, and that could put the Suns over the top. But let's just say the Suns not in the Kyrie Irving sweepstakes. I think these are several moves that the Phoenix Suns can make now by way of Chris Paul. You got free agents. A lot of people really don't realize who's a free agent this year. They can go after guys like a Nas Reed. A Nas Reed could shore up their defense. He'll be a major improvement than DeAndre Ayton, and that would give you room to trade DeAndre Ayton and try to get some pieces. Trade DeAndre Ayton by getting a guy like Nas Reed, another free agent you make it go after that could fit. You got Jamari Grant. I know he wants to make top dollar, and I know he's in a situation that he said that he wants his own team. But if you can shoot your shot and convince him to come join this team, he's a good two-way player, and Jamar Graham will fit well with what the Phoenix Suns wants to do. He most definitely is a way better upgrade for Torrey Craig. That's a guy that could go after. You got Fred Van Fleet, free agent. Good two-way point guard. Yes, he's small, but he's proven. He came up in big moments for us out of NBA Finals. He's been an All Star not this past season, but the year before he was an All Star. I think the reason they had a down year last year as a whole because Toronto front office ruined the season for Toronto. But other than that, Van Fleet is a serviceable guard. He's an All Star caliber guard, and he'll be an upgrade for Chris Paul. Uh, another guy, Gary Trent Jr. I think Gary Trent Jr. would fit well with Phoenix. I think that's another guy. He's a two-way guy, 6'6", can shoot the ball very well, can play solid defense. He'll be an upgrade. He'll be an upgrade from a and those guys, Shaman and those guys that they play. So it's several options there's several ways that the Suns can go at. Brook Lopez, a free agent. That's a guy that you can bring in. You know he plays defense, and you know he helps spread the floor with his outside shooting ability as well. He rebounds, and you got to look at it. He made an All NBA defensive team this year due to his defense. So Brook Lopez is another guy you make it go after, especially if you know you're getting rid of DeAndre Ayton. And plus you're gonna have some money now because you waived Chris Paul. The Suns got several options they can move with this, but most likely they're probably gonna make a strong push at Kyrie. But at free agency, if I was them, I'm going at the Nas Reed. So I most definitely would shore up that interior. And I'm getting the defender, and I'm getting the better scorer and a better rebounder than DeAndre Ayton, and he plays hard. And he's gonna give it to you on both ends. and that's a room that you could trade DeAndre Ayton now if you get a Nas Reed. By way of Chris Paul, I think that's a serious move that they could make. Let's just say they're not in the sweepstakes again, Kyrie. Uh, end of the day, Kyrie Irving was blowing smoke the other day. A lot of people was making a big deal, thinking that Kyrie and LeBron is going to join up, and we know LeBron wants that heavily. But Kyrie basically was trolling. That ticket said that ticket painted it very well. Kyrie Irving knows that the Lakers can't get him. They know that situation would be difficult, and Kyrie Irving already knows he wants the max money. So throwing that out there was well, he was just trolling something that you guys say I do on a regular every day. Um, so y'all know how that go. But I like the move by the Suns. I think that was very smart by them. I think it was legit. I think it's gonna make them better. Because at the end of the day, Chris Paul can't give you anything. Well, sad that he couldn't win the big one. But he had a great career, but his time is up for all the time caught up to him. He's not consistent offensively, defensively. He's gonna get torched every damn game. You seen it. You seen it in these playoffs. Was getting cooked against the Clippers. Got cooked against Denver. Y'all hit this like button, hit the subscribe coming into this Pit Bulls channel. Y'all hit that like and hit that subscribe button, man. As y'all come in. But but I but I believe Kyrie Irving would be a Phoenix Sun. If I'm Phoenix though, I think that over due to the fact that if you could mess around and get a few of those key free agents that I did name, that would sure up your defense better. And you got guys that are two-way guys, and they can spread the floor at the same time. Maybe it's a reach, but anything in this free agency, anything in this NBA now is a reach, and everybody has a shot, and everybody has opportunity to and to make unbelievable moves happen. Shout out to that boy Lil T, man. Shout out to my boy, man. What's happening, my boy? I ain't that boy Lil T. I think Phoenix doing that was a smart move by Phoenix, man. I think Phoenix did a smart thing by getting rid of Chris Paul, waving him, letting him ride. It's a key free agent that they could go after if they don't get Kyrie Irving. Like I said, Nas Reed, a free agent, that would be a steal for Phoenix if they could get that and pull that off to me. Brook Lopez is another big name they could go after that would shore up some things, and that would be a major improvement from DeAndre Ayton. So I think they got it. King David, that's true. That new CBA stuff, that's true. But at the same time, Phoenix have opportunity to make some moves now. Go after Kyrie Irving, especially Kyrie Irving willing to take less money. And you could basically get Kyrie Irving the same type of money that Chris Paul would have made. That would be the ideal. And that would be a great scenario for the Phoenix Suns. But I'm the Phoenix Suns, though. And for some reason, you can't get Kyrie Irving. You gotta most definitely get Miles Reed. You gotta go after Jabari Grant. I think Jabari Grant would be a steal if you get him as well. If you can't get Grant, go after Gary Trent Jr. and go after Fran Van Fleet. If you could get three out of those four guys and make something happen, I know Van Fleet is looking for big money too. But I don't think you had to pay him as much as you would have to pay Chris Paul. So I think you could somehow. I know Grant looking for major money too, but at the same time, you never know what would happen. You never know what would happen, bro. And I most definitely traded DeAndre Ayton. I'm getting rid of him for sure. No heart, no will to win. Doesn't give it on both ends of the court. Got torched. He laid down for Jokic. He basically laid down for Jokic. And I find that to be a problem for a guy to be a number one pick. The experiment is done. He haven't showed any signs of being an all-star caliber son. Shout out to King David and the Cash Out, man. I appreciate the support, bro. He said just for support. I appreciate that, bro. And that boy Lil T, oh yeah, I most definitely like Fred with the Suns. I most definitely like Fred with the Suns. I think that'd be a great, a huge upgrade for Chris Paul. He played both ends. He's a capable 50, 40, 90 type of guy. He'll fit right into what they need, and always would be a scoring threat. So you really just can't key in on Booker and Kevin Durant. And plus, he can facilitate. He's a good facilitator as well if you give it an opportunity to run the offense. So Van Fleet would be great. Yeah, if you could best around just give Van Fleet and Nas Reed, you was to get those two. I think Phoenix would be in business, honestly. I think Phoenix would be in business. You could get Nas Reed and Fred Van Fleet. Shout out to GB. What's happening, man? What's happening? I know y'all coming in late because I'm on the Monster Pitbull channel. As y'all come in, y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that subscribe. Let's run up the Monster Pitbull channel. We gonna run that up. Let's run that channel up, man. Let's get that to 60K. Let's run that all the way up. I know we got dog lovers all over the YouTube. Chicken is a good breeder of dogs. So y'all show love to this platform, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And GB, I think that's a better route to go just in case you can't get Kyrie. Because I know 9 times out of 10, Kevin Durant gonna say, man, let's get Kyrie. But if you don't get Kyrie, why not get Fred Van Fleet and Nas Reed? That's a huge upgrade for Chris Paul over there. That's a huge upgrade for Chris Paul over there. Now you got an interior guy. You got a real diligent interior defender. You can mess around and trade DeAndre Ayton after you make those moves. And you can even get more assets. You make a mess around and do the Indiana deal now. The Indiana still want to do it. Mess around and get Miles Turner and Buddy Hield. Hell, you may just be so willing to get rid of Ayton. Hell, you may do a 3-4 deal just to say, man, as long as we get a shooter, as long as we get a guy like Buddy Hield or something out of that, and another defender, we can get another two-way capable type of guy. I think y'all take that for DeAndre Ayton because he haven't shown any promise at all. I think he's a big disappointment. And I think he's terrible, man. I think he's piss poor. I don't know how my brother Hitman would feel, but if I'm Hitman, I'm liking this move by Phoenix, and I'm liking the potential of moves that we could make. It's a lot of options. It's a lot of different angles the Phoenix Suns could go with. They don't necessarily have to settle. They don't necessarily have to put all their eggs in one basket to get Kyrie Irving. Even though you guys, for the most part, we know that's what's going to happen. But it doesn't have to happen. And if I'm Phoenix, I most definitely entertain the other moves that I could make to make this team a legit championship contender. Because you don't want to be so top heavy. Because all it takes is one of them to get hurt. You back down to the basics again. And one of them will get hurt. So that's what Phoenix has to think about, and that's what Phoenix need to go ahead and do. If I'm Phoenix, I want as much as I would love to see the Heartbreak Kid with Booker and KD. I would love to see that, but I believe Phoenix need to go ahead and just sure it up. Get back 2 or 3 players to replace Chris Paul and trade DeAndre Ayton. That's the move. That's what I'll do. Like I said, I'm going after Nas Reed and Fred Van Fleet and go after Gary Trent. I'll try to go get those 3 guys. If I can mess around and get Grant for some reason, get Grant, Van Fleet, and Nas Reed, that's cool too. But I most definitely trade in DeAndre Ayton. And I find some suitors or I'm getting some key pieces that will fill up my roster. So Phoenix got a lot of options. They don't have to settle. They don't have to settle for just Kyrie. And GB, I got the Miami Heat winning tonight. But Nikola Jokic is gonna have 40 points, 24 rebounds, and 16 assists. Nikola Jokic is the best in the world, and that's gonna be his stat line today. He's gonna have a 40-point, 24 rebounds, 17 assists night. Since guys like Lowe, since guys like King J, since guys like Big Priest, since everybody loves Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic, the best player in the league, is going to have 40 points, 24 rebounds, and 17 assists tonight. But Miami Heat will win, though. I got the Miami Heat winning, but it was a lot of people here. I would have said Denver winning. The people say I've been wrong, so I've been putting hexes on folks all playoffs. Cause I'm trying to help my boy Italian Lagoon Beach. I'm trying to help my boy Italian win 40 bands by betting with the Miami Heat. So, I gotta roll with the Denver Nuggets online. So that way I put the hex on them, and then that way my boy Italian win his 40 bands, man. 40 bands by betting with the Miami Heat. So Italian, shout out to Italian, man. You gonna win that 40,000? Cause I'm picking the Denver Nuggets and I'm picking the Nikola Jokic tonight. They have a 40 point, 24 rebounds, a 17-assist night. So Italian, I think you looking good, my brother. I think you looking good at the. But the Suns though, Phoenix Suns, y'all don't have to put all your eggs in one basket with Kyrie Irving. Yes, he's a generational talent. Yes, he's box office. Yes, Kevin Durant loves him. But you guys do not have to settle for that. You guys can make a lot of crucial moves. That's why I read off key free agents in this upcoming free agency. Options. But at the same time, let's just say, fans, you want to get a guy like Kyle Kuzma. He got a player option, but Kyle Kuzma got opt out of say, hey, forget it. I join y'all. Just pay me 17 million, 17 to 20 million. I join y'all. Kyle Kuzma is a defender, and he can knock down shots, and he's long and lengthy. He'll fit right in with Phoenix. So it's a lot of different. Kristaps Porzingis would fit good with what Phoenix would want to do. 7 footer that could shoot. Yes, he had questionable moments, but I think he'll fit right in because he don't have to be the man. That's another guy that got a player option. So, like I said, it's a lot of possibilities. It's a lot of different scenarios that they can come at this. I don't necessarily have to put all the eggs in one basket. For Kyrie Irving, the heartbreak kid, don't have to do that. Yeah, I know Kuz wanted his money, but I'm just saying in general, Phoenix don't have to put all their eggs in one basket to go after Kyrie Irving. So that's why I mentioned in certain free agents. So I understand what you're saying, Dre Rennick, but that's just how it is, man. GB, Aiden is terrible, man. Aiden is sad nigga. That's why I go after Nas Reed if I'm the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns should go after Nas Reed. You most definitely get Nas Reed. Yeah, he's a flat out free agent, so you can go after him. Get him. But the destination for Chris Paul is going to be interesting though, because what if the Lakers show their hand and want to put all their eggs in one basket for Kyrie Irving? Chris Paul could be a free agent for a long time until close to the beginning of the season. And I'm trying to think of the real legit suitors. They could feel him. Well, I can tell you where he could go right now. And he may can help them out because he could give them a different dynamic of how to run the offense more fluently. He's just so much of a liability defensively. I don't know where it'll work, but you guys, Chris Paul may can help a team out like the Boston Celtics. He make a make he make a make the combo of Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum work himself. Chris Paul have done wonders. Yeah, turned teams around now. Boston, it would kind of be different because they wasn't at the bottom and he brought them to the top type of thing. But Chris Paul could be a guy that could mess around and be responsible for Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum clicking and maturing as players, as star players. So Chris Paul can be responsible for that if he decides to. But I'm telling y'all though, Phoenix they are dangerous, man. When I think about them right now, they are actually dangerous. I would actually roll with that move if I'm there. But yeah, I just wanted to drop a quick video on the Monster Pit Bulls and give y'all the spiel of how I feel about the Phoenix Suns, how I feel about them releasing Chris Paul and what moves that they can make instead of settling and putting all the eggs in one basket for Kyrie Irving, the heartbreak kid, even though he is special in box office. But he don't have to settle for that. So I just wanted to throw my little 2 cents in there. I know a lot of people wasn't prepared. I know we on the Pit Bulls channel, which is all good. So man, hey, y'all make sure y'all tune into the next video that will be on the Monster Pit Bulls channel. I know a lot of guys may catch it late, but these videos will start being on there. And we go cook end of the day, man. Shout out to Ticket. Shout out to LDBC. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate King David. Appreciate King David for the cash app. Shout out to JB, J Rennie, that boy Lil T. Man, salute to y'all, man. And I'm out, y'all.